Oh, for the deadline?
I load up the beat, time to get it done. We playing and break with the Spanish, he wiping his nose, but you know that you got the sun. I'm talking my shit, cause my 30 stay hooked on my waist, and you know I'm acting up. No acting, these hours go right through your body, my moves, they hang and they catch you up. I'm a band like a photo shoot.
Second half, baby.
They talking about you all over the news. You bugging.
Yo, welcome me second half, man. Second video. But I want to ask the fellas here, man. The trade deadline happened right before All-Star weekend. The teams that's going in to the playoffs, the teams is set up. That's it. Ain't no more changing after this. Everybody had the trade deadline to be like, yo, my team ain't set up and shit or what. It's after the deadline. It's after All-Star weekend. This is where things get spicy. This is the road to the playoffs. It's like road to WrestleMania. Road to the playoffs from here on out. This is where teams are already, you know who they are.
Yeah, they locked in.
I want to ask the fellas, man. Winners, losers, after the trade deadline. Who's predicted to have a better second half after the deadline? It could be, look, your answer could be the winners. Your answers could be the losers. I just need to know who are the winners and losers after the deadline. So,
Damn shame the Bucks.
hold on.
I was gonna say.
Hold on.
I was saying there's only 3 teams that I've seen that actually geared up for the playoffs, and it was the Dallas Mavericks, of course. It was the Bucks.
What?
Yeah, the Bucks geared up.
To me, let me tell you. To me, the move Cleveland made to get DeAndre
That was a 14, yeah.
meant more to me than Milwaukee getting Kyle Kuzma. At least to me. I ain't saying that ain't winners or losers, but
Everybody knows the name that I wanted. And I ain't get him.
who you wanted?
B.I.
You wanted B.I.?
Now you want to be out.
Now you want to be out. Now you wanted the next KD.
Get out of here.
Now you wanted the
I
next
gotta stop
KD.
with that shit.
You wanna know why? No. You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
Yo, nothing the joke on the pod.
B.I. and B.I.
You wanna know why?
The
You
next
wanna know why?
KD.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I do not trust Kyle Kuzma to run the offense when Giannis is down and when Dame is down. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. And he's streaky.
Streaky ain't even the word, man.
Nigga, now I'm not gonna lie. When he's good, bro. I'll keep it a whole stacky. But when that nigga's off,
In the 7-game series, how many great games you think he could have?
Two.
Hold on. Because you know you got 2 other stars that got finished the job.
Right.
Two good games from Kyle Kuzma.
But it takes the others to win.
How many? I bet. So
Yes,
how many out of
That's the problem.
Out of 7-game series, how many games that do you think he could sell his team? That he's just gonna like fucking it up.
5.
Like 2 for 9 in the games. And like
He ain't never played for Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
He never played with
I'm
Doc
talking about
Rivers.
the good defense, missing jump
It's the
shots, turning
scary
over.
factor right
I'm talking about like the worst of the worst.
And he ain't coming off no coaching.
I love Doc Rivers. This nigga, he had some talent. Kuzma ain't no T-Mac, he ain't no Paul Pierce, he ain't no reality, he ain't no Rondo, he
So
ain't
would
no
you
KD.
have rather Milwaukee stay with Chris Middleton or with Kyle Kuzma?
Yes.
Run that nasty shit
Yes.
back.
Yes, and the reason, no, this is why I say why. No, this is why I say why. Because, in all honesty, they never really all together had time to mesh. This nigga was hurt, then Dame went out, then Giannis went out. All 3 together never
They
really
might
had
Let
time
me
to
tell
play
you why.
together.
Because Kyle Kuzma's more explosive, and the thing
Yeah.
is, Kyle Kuzma also speeds the ball up with Chris Middleton. You gotta slow it down by his high post
Off
action.
an ACL injury. Hold up.
Shit,
Who's gonna clutch?
I think it's mixing.
I think
Kyle
Middleton.
You
Kuzma-
think
Kyle-
Kuzma's gonna clutch it?
Hold up. You talking about
Kuzma
after
can hit
ACL though?
Kuzma can hit a clutch shot.
I've seen Middleton when he slowed down. He's still that guy.
They both good, but what I'm saying is it just speeds it up because I think they might be too slow, and
I agree.
I think that might be the idea.
I'll give you that.
And remember, you talking about Middleton after ACL. You're not talking about Middleton that was there side by side by Giannis.
Kuzma could give you a good 33 piece or some shit like that, off of just like playing within a flow because he's hot.
And that's what Milwaukee thought.
That's
what
the
Milwaukee
problem,
thinking.
my nigga. I don't trust this nigga
So-
to be high.
So Milwaukee, are they winners or losers after the deadline?
I think they make they are part of the 4 teams. So I said 3, but so all right. So I said.
It's the Buck himself saying it.
So Milwaukee, I got Golden State, I got the Dallas Mavericks, and like you said, Cleveland. Those are the 4 teams that actually geared up for the second half.
We're gonna put LeBron and Luka in there for I ain't gotta be an argument now,
but
but
they didn't gear up for the playoffs.
No, you're right.
Yeah, they geared up for the future.
you're right.
Um,
So what's up with the 4 teams you named?
yeah.
Let's start with.
There's no other team, yeah.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
Dallas. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let's start with Milwaukee. Winners or losers in the trade deadline? After the trade deadline. Winners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Dallas?
No, Milwaukee. Winners or losers?
Losers.
Losers. I'll give them a win. I'm gonna give them a win just because I believe Kyle Kuzma could bring more to the table than Chris Middleton can right now. Right now, they got a little faster. They got a little bigger with Kyle Kuzma. I don't believe in him though. I don't believe in him. But if you ask me if they got better after the deadline,
Slightly.
just a slight. I'll give them. I'll give them a win.
I just don't see if you got Brook Lopez out there, Giannis out there, you can't pick Kyle Kuzma out there. Because who the hell Kyle Kuzma is guarding? And if y'all playing the Boston Celtics, who is Kyle Kuzma guarding?
Bobby Portis.
And if he's taking Middleton's
That
spot,
takes away my 6 man.
if he's taking Middleton's spot, he gotta be able to go get a bucket.
But that was the thing about the Bucks specifically, because it's very similar to Dallas. How now AD could play 4-5. If he want to play 5, all right, cool. If he wants to play 4, all right, cool. It's the same thing. Now Giannis, if you want to play 5, we can play faster. If you want to play 4,
You don't mind, he'll do it.
that's what they've been doing, and that's like it hasn't been working with Middleton. You know what I mean? Like with Middleton, before they traded for Kuzma.
Yeah.
So it's like it hasn't really been working like that. So I feel like if they were to speed things up, to your point, more explosive with Kuzma, you throw Bobby Portis in that starting lineup. Now Giannis got
They
shooters.
got a couple options.
That's exposing my bench, nigga.
They got a couple. Because Kyle Kuzma
He
can
still ain't
run.
got no bench, bro.
Because Kyle Kuzma can run.
Exactly.
With Kuzma there, no bench. That's why I say they lost, because Kuzma's there, cute, but they have no bench still.
Right.
Let's get on to Dallas.
That was one.
Winners, losers after that.
They picked up some young kid from the G League that was in not a young kid, but he was in the G League for like 4 years. He's a similar player to Gafford and Lively, like a running dunk.
Yeah.
But I see they pretty much gearing up. Whereas if one of the bigs fall, then you still have 3 bigs. I think they're gearing up for the West, and the biggest threat in the West is Jokic.
I gotta change my answer slightly. They won if AD is healthy. Because that first game, that nigga looked phenomenal. And that wasn't, he didn't even play 4 quarters.
That goes to my point when I was saying on our live, when we go live, by the way, I was saying you can't play through AD. And the reason why is like, you don't burn them out. It's like, I think one of the best analogies is if your car could go 180 miles, but that don't mean you should drive 180 miles. You should drive the speed limit so you can have your car for a longer mile. Don't have AD running the offense because that's you going 180 miles. Let him run his 30 miles, 60 miles where if he needs to, and have him play out through the year. Yeah. Do not play through him. You cannot play through. He's gonna burn out quick.
Is that when AD's there? When AD's healthy as a talent,
special.
He might be unguardable.
Right.
So
and
that's why they do. He's the mismatch. So when you have an offense like with Kyrie and AD's gonna defer. I ain't gonna say defer because I'm gonna say Kyrie's the alpha. But when it comes to the number 1 scoring option, he's gonna defer to the mismatch. It just
AD's gonna have the bigger mismatch.
But I see what you're saying too.
But you don't burn them out.
I see what you're saying because regular season, you might need AD in those 16 games in the playoffs.
Right.
That's what you need AD to be AD at. In the regular season, and you with your injury ass. Don't be going 108. Don't be going 108.
So you can average 18 for the whole regular season.
We know who you are. We know your body.
Let them think you ain't shit. AD is cool.
But
as you're 50.
Listen.
Hold on.
No, I don't think anybody up here will dismiss the fact that if Anthony Davis was fully healthy, it would be a different conversation between him and Giannis.
When was he ever? Yeah, I like that. I love AD over Giannis like a mug. But when was he ever healthy?
Never.
Exactly.
Enough to have that conversation.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Truthfully.
And I love Giannis, but the facts are the facts.
My favorite game by AD and Giannis was before the pandemic when AD and LeBron was going at Giannis. Remember that shit when they was going, AD and Giannis was going at it, and it was like, that shit was fire. AD showed up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But AD he not healthy like that for a long time.
That's the reason why I don't know about Dallas. Like, they winners as far as like they constructed a squad that could compete for a championship. yo, 2 games into AD in Dallas, he's gone. He's gone. We don't know how healthy he's gonna be come playoffs because this is the second half of the season now.
He gonna be valid for the playoffs. For sure.
I hope he is.
It's just a groin strain or something like that. So he be valid. It's just a strain.
So how you treat that?
Yeah, I'm dying. but I hope he is healthy enough for the playoffs. And if he is, you know, I'll consider them winners after this. I consider look. That's gonna lead to a different conversation. But as far as
coming out the West, though, this is the
Dallas,
part of the
yo.
conversation. Because it's talking
I
about
was gonna bring up Luka. I was gonna bring up the Luka thing. But as far as building, constructed a team to like go on for the championship, is a win.
I'm gonna talk about a loser too. Like,
Hold on, you think Dallas was a winner or a loser?
super winner.
Okay.
Another loser I have for the fellas too, truthfully, bro. Let's just keep the main thing. The Sacramento Kings. This is exactly why. Not only do I have the Sacramento Kings, because I'm gonna call it the mirror effect. Toronto has made another trade for Brandon Ingram. You know, he's over there too. And they have lost this trade, in my opinion, as well.
Who? The Raptors?
Toronto, yeah. As well as with the Kings.
You might have something different to say.
Yeah, I think they're
Okay.
going to trade.
But like,
For the simple fact of why are we not thinking about spacing? No one's thinking about spacing. And I just
what
don't
you trying to say?
understand.
What you trying to say about Toronto? What you trying to
He
say?
said none of them can shoot.
I'm trying to say that none of these motherfuckers can shoot. And you got Brandon Ingram, who's going to another team where there's more people that are going to be in my shooting spots. So what am I supposed to expand my game? I got to change my whole shit for these? Like, and this is my thing about a lot of teams making these trades just because, the deadline, we got to do something. I don't want them to be free agents.
Feeling desperate.
I'll say this real quick. You talking about Toronto as if none of them dudes can knock down a shot.
It's not about knocking down the shot. It's about, are you gonna be sitting in that corner? They not doing that.
None of them dudes need the ball. These dudes are not stars. These dudes are like complimentary players that just happen to be on the team. So these dudes are they are accustomed to playing without the ball. So B.I.'s on the high post doing his shit, and these dudes is on the weak side, and he get double teamed. These dudes can hit down the shot, or they can get the ball and make a play. R.J. Barrett can, and Scotty Barnes definitely can as well.
And I'm not arguing that. It's just that at some point the game is going to slow down.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
All that is cool, but bro, if you can't get a bucket at the end of the day,
He's gonna slow down. They're gonna put it in B.I.'s hand. He's gonna get that bucket. That's the reason why they got him, because Scotty Barnes can't do it, R.J. Barrett can't do it, and then
I believe
who else?
what Avery I believe I agree with Avery to a sense because they can shoot. We know RJ could knock down the three. We know Emmanuel quickly could knock down the three. Scotty Barnes became a better shooter. Brandon Ingram can knock down the three. Yo, bro. But these are players that they could knock down the shot, but if they was on opposite teams, like let's say when RJ was in, we gonna let these guys shoot. We're going to let Scotty Barnes, if we're going to lose, it's because Scotty Barnes hit 3 threes. If he's going to hit 4 threes. If we lose, it's because RJ beat us shooting that 3. These are players that you look at and be like, if they going to lose.
You say that against like Devin George for the fucking Los Angeles Lakers or like Tony Allen for the Grizzlies. But you
those are players you leave wide open. Not players you be like, yo, if we lose to RJ beating us from the 3-point line.
You will lose to RJ beating us.
All right, so I'll leave with my head up high. What I won't leave with my head up high is Brandon Ingram hitting 16 jumpers off this mid-range shot.
he's not.
Off this mid, because we know Brandon Ingram can hit that probably 85% of the time.
I think with the Raptors, they need a bench, they need a better PG, they need a better center, and then you'll start seeing better moves.
So how is that a win?
It's in the right direction. You got a star piece that could get you a bucket, and then you just need the bucket to the roster.
I think me and Dirk was having this conversation outside of this. If you're gonna keep Scotty Barnes, if you're gonna have that as your franchise piece, stop letting these players just have lottery teams. Like you gotta tell that player that look, we believe in you and we're gonna upgrade the roster. We're not gonna be a lottery team your whole career here. So getting him BI might be the best option Toronto had. Because nobody's lining up to go to Toronto. So let's be honest.
I'm gonna give a different perspective on it, right? because I'm a businessman. It's all about his business, man. Brandon Ingram going to Toronto. He puts a couple butts in seats, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. What did they just do?
They got. I'm gonna say this.
No. They just retired Vince Carter's jersey.
Yeah.
They're looking towards the future.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get more people into the arena. They want to sell hot dogs. They want to sell tickets. He's not a perennial all-star by any means, but he's probably the biggest name on the team right now.
Yeah.
You get some a little bit more hot dog sales,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more ticket sales, a little bit more revenue.
Maybe
It was a business move.
maybe a little bit more win.
A little bit more wins. It was a business move.
The defense is gonna improve in Toronto because they long as hell. They long as hell. I agree with Avery too, but I also agree with Derek as far as the Toronto Raptors. Where I agree where it's a win because they're showing Scotty Barnes that we believe in you and we're gonna build off you. We're not gonna keep being a lottery team. And I also agree where some people could see it as a loss because there might not be no spacing in there. Like y'all might just beat Toronto, just like middle of the pack, and this is what it is. But I will consider this for Toronto. I'm gonna consider it a win for Toronto. I'm gonna consider it a win because who else was lining up to get there? They got one. They got one.
So Vince Carter and T-Mac got it at the first chance they got.
So let's say a team like, just for shits and giggles, let's say a team like, let's go Denver.
Okay.
A team like Denver plays against Toronto. What you think Joker really gonna do? You think
You gonna cook?
Exactly. He's gonna exploit every bit of that whack ass spacing, and even on defense, the space they have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, Brandon Ingram is a great defender. Scotty Barnes is a great defender.
He good.
But RJ Barrett, you gonna have to grow up soon, bro. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that.
And he's been playing.
Quickly's gonna get attacked.
RJ's been playing.
Quickly too. Quickly.
They need a PG.
RJ's been playing like the games he's played. He's been playing very good, like very well this year.
I hear you on that, but here's my problem with Joker sometimes, and I don't know if you guys notice it from watching him sometimes. Sometimes he plays with his food.
Okay.
He doesn't always go for the kill, and then he ends up the last minute trying to make some miracle shot to win the game. He don't always attack. Like if he don't feel the competition is there, that nigga don't play hard.
That's what happens. That's what happens with players that know they can get a bucket whenever.
For sure,
Second
absolutely.
Second
But-
step, real quick, to your point, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. That's cool. How do you have Brandon Ingram beating Aaron Gordon defensively?
Aaron
The
Gordon?
entire game.
Yes.
Beating them and going defensively.
Or Michael Porter Jr.
I have him cooking Michael Porter Jr., but I'm not sure about Eric.
I
see what I'm saying?
got him dropping the over 20 on him.
So now we making B.I. become playmaker. Is B.I. like
He
can
does
he,
that.
Can he do it?
He can be a
He's
playmaker.
improved at that. With Zion taking them games off in New Orleans, I could say B.I. improved
But
playmaking.
even so, that Toronto versus Denver is a good matchup for high key Toronto too. Because who the hell is guarding these perimeter players on
And
Denver?
to your point about if quickly RJ, if they knocking them bitches down, then I bet the spacing is cool.
And then we can take
Alright.
Jokic out. We pick and roll it all day. Jokic got to come out. So
Let's get on to Cleveland.
Whew.
Winners, losers. In Cleveland's deal, they picked up DeAndre Hunter, and they gave up Karis LeVert. I believe, yeah. They gave up Karis LeVert.
It made him better.
You think so?
It made him better.
No.
I think with Cleveland issue is that they got the big front line and then they got a super small back line.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need a shooting guard off the bench who could substitute one of the small guards that could play that role in that position. Because
And somebody was lineups.
yeah, because it's like the dude who's like 6'8" dating a girl that's 4'11".
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's an off balance. You know what I mean?
I think that's why they picked up DeAndre. I think that's why they picked up DeAndre Hunter because
He plays a 3.
yeah, DeAndre Hunter could also guard your best guard player in the opposite team. So they'll put up like now they could put Darius Garland on like Bogdanovic in the corner and stuff like that. Like have him guarding the decoy instead of guarding one of the main guards on the team.
Right.
And also DeAndre Hunter also adds size to their lineup. Like yes, they have 2 small guards, but now DeAndre Hunter is 6'8", and then now you got the 2 bigs there. You got the 3 and D in the middle that you needed. I like it. I like Cleveland because they added more pieces that they can use to beat Boston. They added more pieces they can use to beat New York.
Yeah, Boston is an issue.
I like the move. Added more wing defense, 3 and D. DeAndre Hunter is not no slouch. I give it a win. I give it a win.
This one's for you.
The Cleveland. This one's for you, man.
I
Because
got a W.
I like the move. Karis LeVert for DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
They did a win now move,
That's
man.
definitely a good move.
They got a guy that could guard now in the Eastern Conference.
And
You need a
Karis, too.
defensive wing.
Let's
That
talk
worked
about
out for Atlanta because now look, Jalen Johnson done for the year. Karras go audition.
Damn, I feel bad.
Let's talk about the main one. Let's talk about Golden State.
He was cooking in the All-Star game.
Here you go.
Let's talk about the main one. Jimmy Butler and Golden State.
Win-loss.
That's a win-win.
Let's
You heard what Draymond Green
start
said?
here. Let's start here. Go ahead.
Y'all heard what Draymond Green said? He said, "Yo, he said I guarantee a championship this year." Draymond Green said that All-Star weekend.
And no lie, I know he believed that. Cause me, after having Jimmy in my squad for about 6 years, Jimmy said that every year. And at first, I'm like, here comes Jimmy, like predicting that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I seen him win the first round series. I'm like, man, second round series. I'm like, okay, we snuck out. Then third round, I'm like, wait, hold up. He makes you believe, yo, you got a shot, bro. Like, yo, with this guy on the team, the way he talking, the way he move, I feel it. Like, with him walking into the court, I believe, yo, I remember I was in my middle school team, right? Not varsity. I was in one of them junior. I was in junior next or that. I was pre-varsity. I didn't even know how to play ball at that time. And there was this guy named Eric, yo. He was on my squad. He hardly showed up to school too. But when he did, my nigga, I was like, yo, I know we got a chance to win it because he came. That's the belief Jimmy Butler get him. Like, yo, when he's on the court, we could win any game.
Super dynamic. I think he plays the Andre Iguodala role.
That's what Steve Kerr said.
Mm-hmm. That's what Steve Kerr said.
Mm-hmm.
Saying the same thing. They be saying the same thing I be saying. But he pretty much plays the Andre Iguodala role. He's a playmaking defender that the Golden State Warriors is missing. You can't have just one person doing it, which is Draymond Green. You need two. And that's what they're missing.
Yo.
And he's the perfect person
Derek,
for
that
him.
nigga
And he
Steph-
can score as well better than Andre.
That nigga Steph said, this nigga is the complete opposite of me. Anything I do outside, Jimmy could do inside. Like, yo, while I have this on Smash, you gotta guard. While you guarding this crazy, you leaving him open down there in the area where he putting his hard hat on.
Chop cheese.
Jimmy got down there. It's either a foul, he gets to the free throw line. Oh, that's buckets. And you leaving him open down there? Like, Jimmy opens up another dimension for Golden State. It gives them now a down low presence. It gives them the guy that can slow the game down, get into the free throw
I
line.
got a good question. Compare him to KD as far as utility. Who brings more? What you think, Gatsu?
Um,
Yeah, I know this your guy.
Wait.
brings more?
Wait, because you gotta put context into it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
like
Are you putting
utility.
teams in? Like, and are we including like how the team was constructed at the time?
Yeah.
Because if we putting how the teams were constructed at the time, I feel like KD was more of a power move to that squad than Jimmy is to this squad now.
But
But-
the teams are constructed similarly. The play style is still the same.
they were.
Now I feel like
It's still space. It's still
They
pace.
were.
it was high IQ basketball
It's the
on
same
that,
shit.
on that
Yeah,
Golden
yeah,
State
it's
squad.
the same
Even though
shit.
I'm not calling them dumb or anything, but we talking KD, Draymond, Clay, Iguodala off the bench. We talking about Kevin Lewis. We talking about, and these are guys not just 37
A lot of people don't realize how close that really is, though.
and
But
that's
What
why.
you just brought up.
That's why I have to put teams.
That's what I'm saying. You
That's
see,
why, yeah.
Peep quick though, but like peep what KD brings to Golden State Warriors. He brings, as far as utility, he's like a high octane scoring threat. He's long.
It was phenomenal on defense.
Exactly, he's long defensively. He was blocking a hell of a shot, bunch of shots back then.
Underrated.
Playing the passing,
Underrated defending.
Pass the lane, he could get you. He's that 6 seconds or less. Shot clock. Get KD the ball. We can get a bucket. Jimmy Butler's doing some shit like that too. Like he's not giving you 40, 50 like KD, but he's gonna give you defense like KD didn't bring. He's gonna give you better playmaking.
When you say defense that KD didn't bring, what do you mean specifically? Because KD actually, that was when niggas was like, oh shit, this nigga's helping.
Right, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna tell you. I got you. So Jimmy Butler can bring help defense as well. KD brought help defense, but Jimmy Butler's bringing on board defense as well. So you could put Jimmy Butler on the head of the snake. Let's cut that shit off right now. You know what I mean? And have Draymond play the help.
He could anchor.
Or you can switch it up. You could put GP on the head of the snake and have Jimmy Butler be the
Only
help.
reason I will say that, you're super right. My boy's super right. Only reason I'm gonna defend KD in this instance is because in that offense you had a superior two-way all-star Klay Thompson there at the time, so I didn't really have to do that. You know what I mean? This team now, Jimmy has to do that, so it balances out.
And there was points where
But they-
KD was wrong.
Jimmy, nobody in the league is a better free safety than Jimmy Butler. Free safety, you put him on the court, he's gonna find a way to stop that ball. Whether it's stealing it because you looking away, or whether it's he knows the back cuts, he hardly gives those out. Either you want him to guard the best player, he's gonna do that. He knows angles. Jimmy is he like when it comes to that defensive shit, he knows how to anchor it, and that's exactly what Draymond and Steph Curry said about him. We don't gotta worry too much about that side of the ball because he's anchoring that now.
Like I said, they got 4 scoring options. You got Steph, you got Buddy Hield, you got Jimmy B, and then you got Jonathan Kuminga. You got 4 scoring options at the end of the night, and then you got like a good solid 3 defensive options with Gary Payton, Jimmy B, and Draymond Green.
They look happy.
So it's like you got pieces, and I think this is probably the best scene.
I don't know if that's enough to beat the Celtics though.
Hell yeah. They
I
can
don't
beat the
know.
Celtics.
Like
They can,
I don't think so.
Draymond Green feels so confident against the Celtics. He be talking shit to their face on podcasts.
I
So
don't
he be
know.
saying like, nah. He was like, all we did was force that whole team left in 2022, and we stopped them.
it's
But this
like
ain't 2022.
no,
saying, bro.
Celtics got a
Niggas
better
blew
team.
up.
Celtics got a better
Yeah,
team.
Jalen Brown got a better left.
They got
Way
a
better left.
Celtics got a better team.
Okay.
Celtics got a better team, but they also had a better team when Golden State beat them.
I hear it.
I think this team is better than I think this Golden State team is better than 22 for
Yes,
sure.
yes,
Super for sure,
And
bro.
yes.
Porzingis is prone to get injured again.
Jimmy Butler's the best.
Bullshit can happen for the
Jimmy
Celtics.
Butler's the best player Steph Curry has played with since KD.
Facts.
He hasn't had a talent like Jimmy Butler since KD rolled around in Golden State the last couple of years.
So we're throwing Jimmy over Klay?
Yes. Yes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
I'm
me?
fully healthy Klay.
I'm not, but they are.
I'm not even. That's why I know.
I would never.
Are
do
you
that.
That
kidding me?
Spurs bullshit was different.
That's
Yeah, you know how to.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
The dynamic.
In
The
2 minutes, you think of 15.
The
They could be
dynamic.
down 15.
The dynamic.
Right.
The
They could be down
dynamic.
15 after.
Hold on. I'm listening.
Klay Thompson better than Jimmy Butler?
Son. It's just no. We talking about for that Golden State
For
team.
that, yeah, we
I'm
not
not-
gonna change
no,
the narrative.
no,
We
he
gotta
said-
change
right,
the
that's
narrative.
No,
He
Jimmy
said
Butler's
Play
Butler's
with
better.
Steph Curry.
Exactly.
That's what you said, bro.
No, you said Klay's better than Jimmy Butler.
To play with Steph
No, no,
Curry.
no, no,
I said
Two
Jimmy
different
Butler has a
questions,
talent is the best talent he's played with
Jimmy
since
Butler's the
KD.
better
Since
talent,
KD.
yes.
I ain't saying nothing about dynamic. Y'all sat here and said Klay Thompson was better than Jimmy
But
Butler.
you pick Klay Thompson
But-
with Steph Curry, then it's like, whoa.
You saw what happened, bro.
Whoa.
Let's not
No,
do this, bro.
no, that's the dynamic.
That's
Cause
proof.
if you gonna add that into it, you gotta add Draymond Green in his prime. You gotta add
Absolutely.
Andre Iguodala in there. You gotta
Okay,
add them
Klay
in there.
Thompson is
It's
like-
not- if you-
Klay- it's so let's just add some like context, like some understanding. KD's up top, Jimmy Butler's there too, but Klay Thompson's there too.
Bro,
Let me
trying to say.
ask you a question. Golden State is running dynasty runs. The first championship. Who was the second most important player on that team?
You're not gonna say Klay.
Andre Iguodala.
Second run
The second one?
with KD.
KD.
Who was the second most impactful
Steph
player?
Curry.
Third run.
You know what I'm saying?
Fourth.
Disrespect.
Oh shit! That fourth one is probably true. Nah, Draymond was fucking it
It
up.
gotta be.
Draymond was fucking
Because
it
he
up.
anchoring that defense.
No, but he was fucking it up.
He was on offense.
Yeah, he was getting benched. He was talking about it on his podcast that shit too. He was like, "Yo, I'm not adding to the team. I got to figure it out." Who was the second best player on 22?
If you're talking
Wiggins,
scoring, it would have to be
Wiggins.
Jordan Poole.
It was Wiggins.
Oh, Wiggins.
Wiggins
Hell,
showed
yeah,
up like a
Wiggins
mug.
stepped
Like,
right.
So, all right, so let's talk
Wiggins
about
like
that.
it again.
Though, to me, Klay's success basically came on the dynamic of the Splash Bros.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
And Jimmy's success right now is about to come off the dynamic of Steph Curry and fucking Jimmy Butler.
But Jimmy,
so Jimmy had success before that.
yeah, absolutely.
He's
We're not
okay.
knocking that.
But that's not the question, bro.
I asked it.
We're just talking about
Yes,
how
he said
dynamic
to
it
play with
is. Because
Steph
when
Curry.
you add Steph Curry with the Steph Curry system, it's a whole different thing. It's like when you have Jordan with Phil Jackson. Now everything is different.
Nah, but I'm
Now
not.
you can add Steve Curran versus when you
I'm
have
not
Steve
denying-
Kerr with Doug Collins. You know what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
denying that the teams was better constructed around Klay and they were in their prime.
Mhm.
They were in their prime, all of them, not just Klay and Draymond. Iguodala, fucking Draymond was in their prime, handling that. As a talent, there's no way I'm putting Klay Thompson in front of Jimmy Butler. And that's what Derek was saying. The dynamic of what Jimmy's bringing to the.
Hold on, you good?
No, what the dynamic of what Jimmy Butler is bringing, Steph hasn't seen that since KD. He hasn't seen that since KD. And you could put Clay in that 2002 championship run.
Yeah, because he's right. Because Clay added defense, he added 3-point shooting, but Jimmy's adding playmaking, defense, scoring, fucking on ball, off ball. He's added leadership. That Klay Thompson definitely not added.
It's not fair to say.
It's not fair to say. They played, what, 5 games together, maybe?
Exactly.
No, but we just know.
Jimmy,
And you're trying to rip on everything
but we know what
Klay
Jimmy
did.
can bring, though.
And
I get it, but he hasn't done it here.
All right, but
Yeah, but y'all keep bringing it. Y'all keep bringing team dynamic, and I wouldn't have compared Jimmy Butler and Klay Thompson. We talking dynamic next to Steph Curry.
Bro, that was what you said. You said, yo, next to Steph Curry, the last player, superstar, the player. I'm not saying that.
As a talent.
I'm saying it was KD. Yeah. But let's not forget Klay Thompson is in that too, bro.
He's
That's all I said.
definitely in that conversation.
But I
didn't
never
say
said he
he's better.
wasn't.
Because Steph Curry and Klay would give you 70
No,
points a
but
night.
I never said he wasn't.
Dude, if they
Yeah,
had together,
true.
you don't get the name Splash Bros and that drink. Like you got DeMarcus Cousins talking about the third splash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they had the league on lock, where it's just like, yo, you walk in, you got to stop both of these things. Jimmy Butler's great too, so let's hopefully Jimmy Butler can do more. I'm assuming you're gonna be right because Jimmy Butler's that guy.
That's fair to say.
I'm not, and like I said, I'm not saying that dynamic is gonna bring on 4 championships like prime Klay Thompson. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. As a talent, there's no way I'm playing Klay in front of Jimmy Butler.
But that's not what I'm saying. It's not talent. We're not talking as a talent.
And that's what I was referring to when Derek said it, because he referred to KD. He wasn't referring to like the dynamic next to Steph Curry because KD was plug and play.
What is utilities?
Utility is what you could bring to the table.
That's dynamics, bro.
No, and that's what you could bring to the table. Are you telling me Klay could bring more dynamic than Jimmy Butler?
Never said that.
That's what we talking about. That's what me and Derek was talking about.
What I said was Klay's in that conversation.
But,
So it's either what you want. What do you want? You want somebody that's going 3 and D, or do you want somebody that's going to play D, and do all these other things? It's still the same thing, though. What do you want? Who do you choose? Who do you prefer? Because Klay proved it. 4 chips. You know what I'm saying? He proved it. What more do you want for him to do, bro? I get it. He's in his prime.
And he was injured.
I get
And
it.
injuries.
But bro, for what that man had,
I think
he put up.
He did great, but what Jimmy brings is gonna be he's gonna be able to bring more. So dynamic and utility is different. Utility just like, for example, you have like a tool and you have like all different types, like a Swiss Army knife. You have all different types of shit. Dynamic is you could just be a scorer, but you're a dynamic scorer. Like you're a high potency, right? Klay Thompson was dynamic. Jimmy Butler is utility. So Jimmy Butler's gonna be able to bring way more than Klay Thompson was ever able to bring. And it's gonna expand them.
Let me ask you now. Do you trust right now with this team constructed? Do you trust Klay with Curry more than you trust Jimmy with Curry?
For me, I mean, it's
trust
just too
Klay
small a
with-
sample size.
Honestly,
I need a larger sample size.
I'm talking period. Fuck the sample size. I'm talking about player to player. Do you trust?
Then I'm gonna go Klay because I've seen it.
I'm talking about right now. All right, we're going Jimmy, but let's be real, bro. Klay Thompson always played defense. You know what I mean? Like, let's not act like he was just a nigga who shot 3. Like,
Right.
before,
Nah, he's not 3.
before the ACLs,
Right.
he was guarding the best player on the
He's
other
guarding
team.
Kyrie.
You feel me?
Kobe's.
Exactly.
Kyrie's.
He was getting cooked by Kobe.
That's not an
He
easy
was.
task.
You
You know what I mean? And that, to me, defense is
Right.
a super catalyst. And if you're gonna be somebody
You
that,
got Klay over.
if you got somebody, no, I didn't say you got him over. You can't. The reason why it's like getting knocked out. You gotta knock out the champ. You haven't done more with Steph Curry yet to say that, and that's all I'm saying, my brother.
We gotta move on from this conversation because I think we having 2 different arguments.
You're not.
I think we having 2 because if we talking about if I would rather have the Splash Brothers.
It's not a rather.
Hold up. If you asking me if I'd rather have the Splash Brothers go and dominating the league over this version of Jimmy Butler and Curry, 100% I'm choosing the Splash Brothers with
Right.
Draymond Green and Iguodala.
Right, but I didn't think that's what we were
But
arguing.
what?
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm like. Darryl said that's not what we was arguing. Derek brought up KD not because of KD was better than. I mean that dynamic of KD and Curry was better than Klay and Curry.
Yeah.
He was bringing KD as an example of a utility. Like KD, when you brought him to Golden State, You already knew KD before he even touched Golden State. He could give you 25 in his sleep. He could give you 6 rebounds. You already KD when you bringing him in, you bring in an all-time scorer. What he meant by utility, what Jimmy Butler could bring to the table before he even touched Golden State. Before he even touched Golden State, you knew the intangibles he could bring to the table.
He got way more on his utility belt than KD does.
And that's what he was comparing Jimmy to. We wasn't comparing. I know what you were saying. I wasn't comparing like if you comparing Steph's tag team partner, ain't nobody going before Clay. Ain't no. Ain't nobody going before Clay. Maybe Draymond. Maybe. That's a discussion for another day. But if it's Clay got his spot in history playing next to Steph. Like that's his tag team partner. That's his guy. That's his guy.
No slight to Jimmy. It's just,
and no slight to Clay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, bro.
I know what you meant.
Clay did it.
I know what you meant. We agree.
Like, let's not.
We agree. But to stay back in subject, Jimmy Butler's gonna bring a lot to Golden State. Jimmy Butler, his intangibles bring. Steph Curry looks happier. Draymond looks happier. Don't believing that they can even win a chip. They don't believing that they can even get that far. Brings a lot to the locker room.
He's old, bro.
And
talk
about their last run. Talk about their last run. But
this is 37.
Yo, before Jimmy got there, I'm pretty sure Draymond and Curry was in that locker room like, damn, how we gonna do this, man? Like, God, how we gonna do this?
Draymond Green was sad as hell on this podcast before.
You ready to fight? He was gonna get kicked out the league somewhere.
He was trying.
Like, yo, fuck it.
He was trying.
Steph was talking about retiring.
Yo, but Jimmy brought in light to Golden State. Like another, I'm not saying like life like they better than everybody else. Like just the belief that you could win it all with this player. Yeah. That means a lot. And for that alone, that's a win right there to Golden State, man. Shout out Jimmy Butler, man. Shout out to Steph Curry's leadership. Shout out to Draymond. Shout out to Steve Kerr. Take care of my boy over there, man. That's a special guy right there.
Damn, Luka should have went there.
And it's funny because he's a free agent in 2026.
Yeah,
he signed that contract yet.
Look at Steph is crazy.
He signed
that contract
all day.
Whatever they want to do. I like that. Luka, that would have been the thing. Luka and Steph would have looked nice. Draymond Green.
Yo, Lakers might lose that trade. If Luka ends up leaving, I don't know some bullshit. He ends up losing.
That's different. They ain't never had nothing like that on Golden State.
Not that the way they'll play together.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to see how Steve Kerr used to somebody like Luka. That'd be something.
That'd be dope. Greg, like San Antonio system.
Because they space and pace, they motion, and this dude is stagnant as hell, but he's also dynamic. So how do you use him?
I always San Antonio, like how they would have used a guy with a talent like Luka Doncic. But yeah, those teams right there. Golden State, I believe, is a win. Cleveland, I believe, is a win. But moving forward, Toronto, I'm not saying is a grand slam win, but they got a little better, and they said they could prove. They proved that they building around their franchise star and Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Losers, Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings, they got 6 draft picks off of that deal, but they just built Chicago and out west.
The hell, I don't know what they do.
I don't know
for
what
like the past 20 years.
That's been a shit show. DeMarcus Cousins told you, Chris Webber told you.
Yeah, what they did to DeMarcus is like, yo, screw that.
Yo, get that. Like Sacramento, look, and there's not even any proof that y'all even know what to do with those draft picks. So Sacramento, y'all lost.
I'm cute.
They lose.
One more step, and Kenny the Jet, I love you, but I'm gonna contribute. This nigga needs to. It has something to do with him being in Sacramento, bro. I'm sure.
Stop.
I'm sure.
Stop.
I'm telling you, yo, like something about that Sacramento team is y'all right, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro.
It's trash.
It's
trash. They training staff trash. Their general manager trash. All that.
But again, it was another business move.
I was hoping.
Listen, DeMar DeRozan is moving up on the scoring list. Why the fuck you think they went to get this nigga? As soon as he gets another 1,000, it's DeMar night. Sell out.
DeMar night.
It's a business move.
De'Aaron Fox got the fuck out of it. That's another move. It's another win. That's another win. San Antonio got De'Aaron Fox. That's another motherfucking win. They got the point guard in San Antonio that Victor Wembanyama needed.
He's so nice over there.
He's nice. Mid-range, nice. fast. He can play deep.
He's Tony
Spencer.
Parker. He's the black Tony Parker.
On steroids.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
He's the black TP.
They said it like Tony Parker, not black. But you know,
Tony
Right.
Parker French.
He's Tony
bro.
Parker on steroids.
You can be a black Frenchman.
No, he's not
Tony-
American. He's
Tony-
different.
Tony-
I can't pull up
Tony
to
Parker.
French, nigga. Like, yo, what's good, nigga? They like, who the fuck is this
He's Tony
nigga?
Parker on defense.
He pull up to the
on
black
steroids.
French, pull up to the.
You gotta stop shit on my man Tony like he wasn't all world.
Nigga, Tony Parker pull up to the
When
black.
Tony, and you used to try to play like that nigga, so don't even do that.
Nigga, wait till Derek find out
Fuck Tony
that
Parker.
Vic gonna be the face to the NBA after Braun league. He gonna go insane.
I'm gonna see what my Spurs getting, man.
yeah. I was gonna say.
I was the first thing on with me, so I don't go fuck.
Within a Spurs fan.
What?
I made a mob player. Put that nigga at the 3. I got D Fox. I got Wimby.
Yo, I'm
lit.
dying.
Yo, you a fake ass
He
nigga.
built the franchise. If
You
you
a
put any
fake
player
ass
play on the
nigga.
San Antonio Spurs, that's
All
a
that
franchise.
shit he talking about Wimby and the nigga baited.
But San Antonio, they definitely won in this trade right here. They definitely won. They gave up whatever they had to give up for the Aaron Fox, but they got him there, and they got a point guard for the
I
future.
got
They trying
you.
to
I
do
got
this.
you with a
And you
question.
got Chris Paul on the bench.
What's next though? What's next for San Antonio?
They got draft picks also. They got plenty of young players. They didn't give us Stephon Castle in that deal.
Yeah, I know.
No, but I'm talking about like as far as building this roster. What is the next piece that you're looking for? What are you
Like the next piece for them,
Yeah, like what do you need?
I'm looking for two things. Two things in San Antonio.
Never heard of that.
First off, I need more 3-and-D players. More 3-and-D players and opponents. Stephon Castle and them, they good, but until he develops, he can't. He could probably run the 2 guard next to De'Aaron Fox, but as of right now, he's coming off the bench, leading that squad there.
Do you need 3D or do you need a legitimate small forward?
You got Wimby, so that might muck up what Wimby want to do.
It's funny you
You
say that.
know, offensively.
It's funny
Only-
you say that. Because I was hoping that they would rekindle their relationship with Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi, get the
That ain't happening.
Nah.
But-
Kawhi, Wimby?
That
You
ain't
can't
happening.
stop that though.
Kawhi hardly plays anyway. But the only reason I won't say a
Ben
legit.
Simmons.
Nah, he's good in
They
LA.
can play any-
I need a nigga who don't play. Ben Simmons.
The only reason I won't say a legit small is because they already got De'Aaron Fox. He could do exactly what a legit small, like let's say like a Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
He can score. De'Aaron Fox can give you the 20. He can give you the stability that you're looking for in that 3.
So if you're looking for if you're gonna go the 3-and-D route, then I think you need to pick Wimby at the 4.
That was my second pick. That was my second thing. You gotta go get a big. You gotta go get a big that bang.
Wimby at the 4.
Yeah.
Wimby at the 4.
You
He's
got
definitely a
when we at the 4, and you need a center that's not a liability at that 3-point line. I ain't asking for 40%. He ain't a liability at the 3-point line, and he could bang.
Yeah,
Like
wow.
you need a Bobby Portis. They need Bobby Portis.
At
Yeah.
the 4?
Wimby at the 4. That's Mismatch City.
Wimby at the 4 is
You have to
what?
take care of
And then
Wemby.
he could guard the 4.
He
Nigga,
wanna play
7-3,
5.
He can
bro.
guard the
7-4.
It's everything's mismatched city. 7-4.
Y'all thinking hype. Y'all thinking hype.
You gotta have him
Nigga,
as a
he's gonna
safety.
bulk up.
It's like football. You have him as a safety, or you have him roaming. You don't have him the main one hitting or the main one guarding the dude. You want
Putting that body on
You want
that
that length.
chest.
You want that length roaming.
Yo,
You don't want him guarding that shit because he's gonna be banging back and forth. It's
the
not gonna
knees
be
finished.
He gonna go to Tim Duncan route.
Yo,
I hear ya.
he guarded. If Joel Embiid is the one guarded, like the Joel Embiid, the Jokic, and all these people, like for 82 games and the 16 in the playoffs, the knees ain't gonna last long. The knees ain't gonna last long. And he 100. Well, how much he weigh? Like 210? 220
Maybe
on
a
him?
little more. Maybe like 220.
Them knees ain't gonna handle it. You need to put him at the 4 at least for right now until he bulks up. Until he bulks up.
It's gonna be even worse when you bulk up.
Yeah, then you can put him at the 5 then. Until now, he's a kid. He don't want to run the 5. He don't want to run that 5.
Well,
You gotta take care of his needs.
who can stop him at that 5?
It's not about
the 4.
It's not.
Giannis gave him a little trouble when they tried to.
Giannis is the best.
But that was about it.
Giannis.
That's
Yeah.
like Cat. Be trying.
He tried.
Nobody's gonna be able to like one-on-one to be able to stop Wendy in the upcoming years. You could be able to run him at the 5 full time when he bulks up. But as of right now, if you protect your franchise piece, you don't want him banging his knees all motherfucking day. That's what they doing with Chad Holmgren in OKC. That's why they signed Isaiah Hartenstein.
And the thing with Wemby, he's face up. So when you face up, if you able to see that help defender, especially that big man come up, that big man can't leave his matchup, which is your teammate. When he can't leave that 5 for the San Antonio Spurs because that's a bucket, especially if he's down low, if he's at the 3. So if I could face up and I could attack and I could blow past my matchup, who else is going? Who
Who
else?
would make blow past?
Let me hit you with this. Who else is stepping up? If I could blow past the 4, then I got 1, 2, and 3 stepping up for help. These are little dudes that I'm scoring over. If that 5 step up, that's a dump off, and that's gonna be a finish or a 3.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
if you do
So
it
you
that
just
way,
straight at the 4.
then Wemby needs to work on that jump shot. He needs to hit up Dirk Nowitzki.
He already hit a 3 a game. He already hit
Nah,
3 a game.
he on that.
Yeah, he hit his threes, but I'm saying that as far as the mid range is concerned, because you talking about facing him up.
That's his game. That's his game.
Face up.
Now,
So he gets to see the whole floor.
and he's doing it well. That's why but he's also running the 5. So you asking him also to bang bodies with the biggest person on the team, not just size wise, but
I'm be real with you. As tall as this nigga is, you better hit up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, nigga.
oh, he gonna learn those
If
moves.
you put him at the
What the
5,
fuck is he
Yeah.
talking about?
He gonna learn
if
those
you
moves.
put him at the 5, then you got.
Imagine Wemby learning to sky hook.
Yeah, but he's gonna learn those moves.
You sound like an old head.
But
This is the thing.
Imagine when he learned the skyhook.
Nigga, who's stopping that?
Bro,
From
they've
Wemby?
been saying this shit for like 30 years ago, bro.
No,
Nobody
but
learned the skyhook
realistically,
yet, bro.
I get it. But realistically, if he had it, who's
Bro,
stopping it?
imagine if
How
Giannis
is the
won. Imagine if
conversation
fucking
about-
Kobe won.
Nah. Compared to Wemby, it's crazy.
Imagine if Jordan had it.
Time out.
He had it.
How did this become just about Wemby, God?
I don't
It's about
know.
the Spurs.
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? They won. Let's
Because
keep
Wemby's the Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. You put him at the 4, and then you have him at the 5, somebody at the 5, and that's gonna make them more dynamic for the Spurs.
Shout out to Wemby.
Shout out-
For sure. But
Shout out
it's
Deion
about the
Fox.
team. Fact. D Fox, Harrison Barnes, Stephon Castle, all of them, bro.
That's why I was like, that team right there, I consider it a win at the deadline because they got De'Aaron Fox in there. Spurs is a few more pieces away from. They might be scary on
Devin
us.
Vassell too. I'm bugging.
You know what I'm saying? Devin Vassell, they still got Keldon Johnson down there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't give up none of their young pieces, so they a couple pieces away from looking scary in the West. Looking scary.
Now, when we say scary, we talking like they're a few pieces away from looking like Dallas, a few pieces away from looking like.
They got the
Because
man.
the West is a little bit different. You see what I'm saying?
They
Like,
got the guy.
I ain't trying to do no comparison.
Once you got the guy, it's all about building around him.
Let niggas develop, bro.
If I'm
all
Wemby,
about
if
it.
I'm 7-3, and then I'm attacking a dude who's 6'8", and then their 5 man can't leave my 5, I'm killing the league, bro.
Wemby's gonna be the guy to if he ends up running the 4, he's gonna be the guy to switch the league back into now you need 2 bigs.
But the league's been going back to 2 bigs
It
for a
has.
long time.
It has.
For a minute now.
I mean, and then guys like him gonna
So
speed up the process.
word.
Hey, man. Anything else, baby?
I think that's it right there, man. I
It
think that's
is.
it right there. And can you please check? Nah, fuck with y'all.
Whoa,
Yo,
man.
welcome me to pod. Y'all already know this is episode
15?
15, man. D, Derek Chopper,
Stay mellow.
Trill Rip,
Chill, Russell. I got holidays, bro.
Joe Russell, D Chopper, y'all, the D the Trail, Ty the God, Cornwall, JD, welcome me episode 15. Peace.
That nigga JB on that Jello, you heard?
Can you please?